when I was in the highest level of emotional intensity in my life last year, I had to be the one to learn how to hold me, because like it just was very clear left and right and all around me that other people weren't going to do it. Other people didn't really have the capacity to do that. Okay. So this is about us developing the capacity in ourselves, the capacity in our nervous system to be able to hold such intensity. And that's something like, I'll just speak to anger that I'm very familiar with. Anger is a high level of emotional intensity. We need practices to do something with that energy. So I want to encourage you guys to use some of these like Kundalini warm-ups, the shaking that we did the first day. Use that whenever you need to dispel energy. Just set your clock for like 3 minutes and just start shaking, just like an animal would, out of a trauma response of being chased. You need to dispel the energy in some way. Okay. And so another way to do it is in the car. If you need to scream, this is where no one can hear you and someone's not going to come thinking you're in distress. You can scream and yell in the car, all the things that you really want to say, but maybe you wouldn't say. The ocean's a really beautiful place to dispel energy. It's a very amazing holder, a very amazing container. I'll share more about a specific ocean process I sort of made up as I was going through like 10 out of 10 heart anxiety, 10 out of 10 rage and anger, and like, what do I do with all this energy? And then like using the ocean as a tool, as a container for myself, because she can hold, and it's a feminine energy and it's super fluid. And yeah, it's just a beautiful container. So even if you don't have the ocean, a pool or a tub, to go under the water and yell if you need to, and things like that, like some way to dispel energy, especially if you tend to get into like a freeze response or a shutdown where it's very, very hard to move. Okay, where it's hard to move, it's hard to speak, it's hard to find your words, you can't engage socially. You got to move the energy. You have to rewire. This is us rewiring. This is like practical application of the polyvagal theory that we've spoken a little bit about, like here and there. Practical application of this theory is that you have to rewire what your body is really fighting everything against to do. So if your body wants to shut down, go for a walk, like physically make your body move. This is the rewiring of the brain. Okay, this is the rewiring of the trauma response and getting yourself out of the trauma loop. Okay, and then just to remind you, because this was so helpful for me last year when I was really in it, and I was just doing all the things, and I was like, okay, I need something to activate the limbic brain when felt like I was stuck in a trauma loop. So in case any of you guys haven't heard this yet, go buy yourself a rocking chair. It's like the best thing ever. And, walking and swimming does it too, but anything rhythmic, calm the limbic brain. This is our emotional center, and get you out of that trauma response. I just really prefer the rocking because it's like viscerally soothing the baby self. And this is like, on like an exercise ball, I could do it like this on an exercise ball, back and forth, right? Anything rhythmic. It's going to viscerally soothe your baby self. Okay. So for any of you guys that are feeling overwhelmed, or you get in those states where you're like, the intensity is so high and you've done all of the things and nothing's calming you, you have to activate the limbic brain by something rhythmic. Okay. So just want to give you that in case any of you guys are like really in it right now. I have a lot of empathy for that. That's the best advice I can give you in those moments.